It's been a while since I've done this.
Do you remember how?
I don't know. Is my mic on? It appears to be.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. This morning we are making new beer, special release beer, for all of you out there that just absolutely love the pumpkin, that love the stouts. We're doing a pumpkin stout. It's that time of year. It's August, which means in September, got to have that young pumpkin beer on. So that's what we're doing today. Right now, you're seeing me. I am just breaking down, recirculating the hot liquor tank. The idea behind that is our hot liquor tank, whether it's the size it is or the dimensions of it, it will settle out. And what I mean by that is, from a temperature standpoint, I'll get stratification in there, and I don't want that. I want to have a uniform temperature prior to mashing in. So I recirculate that from the bottom back up to the upper portion of the tank, and we go from there. Right now, I am putting together the diverter panel here. We have a diverter panel here at Cartridge, and rather than running a bunch of hoses and things around, we just have these panels, this panel that's connected by these unions right here that help us direct hot water or what have you around the brew house. Underneath here, I have two pumps. One is for the mash side, so I can Vorloff or recirculate the mash after I'm mashed in. And the other one is the kettle pump, which will do anything from whirlpooling the kettle to pumping through the heat exchanger when we're done with the brew day. But we're basically all set, and we can start mashing in. Should we mash in, Josh? Should we make beer? Engage in the hallowed art of sugar creation? Am I taking it too far? Good. Not far enough. All right, we are rolling. If this is the first time that you are joining us, right now you are looking at what for us is the mash lauter tun. Our brew house was originally built to be a decoction system. This is an older style, specific mechanical. So we'd be mashing it in the kettle, pumping it up to the lauter tun where they have rakes here. You're gonna see these rakes turning right now. Movie magic. So right now, this is an over-under, so I have a hot liquor tank or a hot water tank below this mash tun, and I'm pumping hot water up into the mash tun through a grist hydrator, and I will show you that as we go here with the mash in. Right now, I'm getting the initial portion of my water, which for us, it takes us about 55 gallons of water to get up above the false bottom or the mash screen. That false bottom is going to allow us, when we recirculate or Vorloff this work, to run that clean, because it will not be allowed to go beneath that screen or false bottom. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. Feels good to be doing it again. Right now I'm just tracking the flow of the water through this flow meter that we have. If you don't have a flow meter in your brewery or are not tracking your water usage really tightly, I would say that that's one area where you can kind of step things up and start tracking things more carefully and get a more repeatable process. And that's not just for those of you on the home side. I know plenty of pros that do things on the mashing side by site. So yeah, I'm gonna open up this little sliding door here. We're getting our grain dropping in now. Give you a look-see here. Grain dropping in right there. That rake turning it. And then what I'm going to be doing is, oh, already I can smell those roasted malts. This rake is going to be turning and mixing up this grain. I'm going to be doing 1.5 quarts per pound on this, which is kind of the lower range of what we do. I know some people will go down to 1.25, but 1.5 seems to be where my system is happiest. We brew a lot of pale beers here, and so to be putting up a stout like this, dude, the aromas are just jumping out of here. It's awesome. Smells like we got some balla coffee going. You know what I mean? I've been having to drink low acid coffee lately. I just turned 46. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get older. Trying to manage health with my diet as opposed to popping pills. You know what I mean? So rather than trying to be, you know, all thumbs up, or as my grandma used to say, thumbs, rather than being on those boys, rather than popping those little acid pills, trying to make some adjustments, baby. You know what I mean? Like I said, 46. 46 doesn't come easy. Now, my grist hopper up here doesn't hold all the grain that I need it to. So, as I mentioned before, this is our grist hydrator. I have hot water from the hot liquor tank being pumped up right here. And then I have grain from the hopper right up there dropping down, and it's mixing in that hydrator. So because I can't get everything in that all at once, I need to mill up some grain. So let's do that. Like I said, I can't fit all that grain up into the hopper at once. So I'm gonna get that grain in here. Super majority of the base malt that I use here for my non-German beers is Pilsner malt from Malt Europe. This whole time I'll keep an eye on the mash as well. There are some differences with doing a stout like this. We're at about 8% roast malt for this beer. And when you do that, you end up not having to use as much acid in the mash to hit the pH numbers that you want. Do you want to check the mash thickness, Josh? When you walk past, speed it up if you need to. We got big Josh Halpert in the house. By the time you see this series, big Josh Halpert will be the newly crowned head brewer at Cartridge Brewing. By the time this video goes public, I will be the new Director of Brewing Operations at Sonder in Mason. I'm very excited about that. As I mentioned, Josh is going to be taking over here at Cartridge. He's very deserving. I'm very excited for him. So we're going to have a lot of new stuff coming up on the channel. There's a lot of new things for me to be learning, and when I'm learning, I'll try to make sure you are too. It's smelling good, huh? It's so funny not doing just base malt beers, basically. Get all those different flavors and aromas up in the atmosphere, or the fear, as I like to call it. Looking good. 3 more bags. 3. I tried to work out yesterday. I did some lunges. It makes me feel old because even lunges at this point kick my butt. I mean, you gotta try, right? Come on. Oh, last one. There we go. Hot milling action. like that. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.